we will going to take up one more problem on the projections of lamina. How to solve this problem by using the software. A 30 degree 60 degree set square of 60 mm longest side is so kept such that the longest side is in HP, making an angle of 30 degree with VP. The set square itself inclined at 45 degrees to HP. Draw the projections of the set square. So here he says one of the longest side is kept on HP. So naturally that longest side is perpendicular to VP. So then this angle of the set square is at 60 degrees and this is at 30 degrees. Then when you look from the front view, since it is resting on HP, make that surface parallel to HP. Once you make that surface parallel to HP, so you're getting the true shape in HP now. And since the longest side is in HP, make that longest side is perpendicular to VP. And the surface makes an angle of 45 degrees. So initially, the surface made 0 degree with respect to HP. And then in the second position, you make that longest side is on HP. And the surface makes an angle of 45 degrees to HP. And the set square itself and makes an angle of 30 degree with VP, that longest side. Since he has given the true inclination, and we want to check whether that longest side is having the true length. Since the longest side is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. So how do you know that it is parallel to HP? Both the uh, points A dash and C dash is on HP. So now it is parallel to HP. And therefore, you are getting the true length. What is the length of the true length? Here in the 60 mm, here also 60 mm. So this is the one. So since it is in true length and the inclination is gone, also the true inclination, rewrite the same sketch by rotating at an angle of 30 degree with respect to VP and write the corresponding front view. So how do I know that my problem is right? So even in the final position, the longest side is in HP and the side which is resting on HP is making an angle of 30 degree with VP and the surface makes an angle of 45 degree with HP and this is a set square having 60 degrees and 30 degrees. And the 60 degree you can take the 60 degree here and 30 degree here. So there is no, since you have not asked that, but only thing is it is to be 60 degree and 30 degrees to a set square. Now how to solve this by using the CAD. So first I will go for this and first I will draw a line of go to ortho on, enable this and take the line and draw a line of 60 mm, then enter. Now I'll go for line, select this line at the end point, go to end point because there is no intersection there. I will take end point. At the rate, I will give some distance. I will say 100 less than, since I want 30 degree with respect to VP. So here I will take 60 degrees. Okay. Yes, 60 degree. And again, I'll go for line. I will select this. Since I want 30 degree, 60 degree with respect to the vertical line. So obviously with reference to, sorry, obviously with reference to XY line, it will be 30 degrees and clockwise direction is negative. At the rate, I will say 100 less than minus 30. So now this is the initial position. Now I'll go for fillet between this and this now. Now I'll go for line and you draw one horizontal line of any length. Now you go for endpoint, remove the endpoint and take perpendicular here. So I'll go for line, select this intersection, go to perpendicular. Then you select this line and go to perpendicular now. Now you go for fillet between this line and this line. Similarly between these two now. Now I'll go for select this all the front view on top view, go to layer, move to visible line. Okay. Then I will draw a line from intersection point and I will take this to the next line. Similarly, I will go for the text, select this point and put the caps lock on to the height of 33.3 mm, go to VP and similarly with respect to HP and here you type capital small letter A, B, and C. Similarly, you take A dash, then B dash, then here on C dash. Okay. Then you come down to zoom window, that is, you bring it nearer to the screen. So you'll go for move, remove both these two and disable. Select this and keep it here. And then you select this and keep it here. Move this. Similarly, you take A dash, then you take C dash, then you take B dash. Okay. Then you come down to this portion. Okay. Then go to move, select this and keep it here. Then you take move, select this and you keep it here. Then you take move, select this, base point, click on that text and click it here. Then you go back. Now you change the layer here, go to this, select these three. And now in this case, you take this B and A. Go to layer, go to text now. Okay. So now once you do that, now I want to copy this such that the longest side is in HP. So which is the longest side, this A dash C dash, and makes an angle of 45 degrees. Okay. Then here I will go for copy, enable copy and ortho. Select this line, copy to the next position here. Okay. Then you go to endpoint, enable endpoint, remove perpendicular now. Go to rotate, select this, take endpoint of this, rotation angle is 45 degree. Counterclockwise direction is positive. Now I will go for, go to line, endpoint, and then you take perpendicular also. Go to line, select endpoint of this, and you draw a vertical line. Similarly from here also. Then I want remove this endpoint now. I will go for line, take intersection to perpendicular, select this intersection and take perpendicular, then select this intersection line and perpendicular. Now you go for fillet between this line and this line, between this line and this line. Now you go for line, remove this perpendicular now. Okay. Take intersection to this intersection and to this intersection. Now you go for modify, break at point, select this line, break at this intersection point. Similarly, break at this intersection point. Okay. Now I will go for copy, remove these two, take B dash and keep it here. Then you take A dash and you keep it here. Then you take C dash and copy this here. Okay. Then you go to line, enable this, go to intersection, go to this and draw this now. Okay. Now once you do that, now we want this copy. Go to copy, select A, copy this here. Okay. Then go to copy B here, then copy C here. Okay. Then you take these two and this line, go to layer, go to visible line. Visible line. Okay. Now you go for group, select this entire thing. Okay. Make it as a group. Then now you go back. Then I will go to copy, select this one, copy to the next position now. Then I want to rotate this by an angle of 60 degrees so that it becomes 30. Now you'll go for rotate, select this point and take intersection point. Rotation angle is 60 degrees, so it will become 30 degree. Counterclockwise direction is positive. So now I'll go for move, select this and you keep it here. Then you go for copy, select this line, disable this, copy, take A and you take B and here you take C. Okay. Then I'll go for line, select both ortho on, and you draw this. Now you go for perpendicular, go to line, select intersection, go to perpendicular. This. Select this line, sorry. Yeah. Select this line, go to perpendicular here. Then go to line, select this intersection, go to perpendicular. And go to fillet between this line and this line. Okay. Then I will go for extend to next. Extend requires the boundary, so you have boundary here, so you just select this line. Okay. Yes. Now I'll go for line, select this intersection to this intersection to this intersection. Then I want to break this, so go to break at point, and you remove perpendicular. Select this line, break at this point, and similarly break at this point. Now you go for modify, break at any point, you select this and you break this. Then you go to erase, erase this. Okay. Now I want to change this layer now. You just select between these three, go to layer, make that as visible line. Okay. Now I want to name them now. So A is here, so I will copy this, remove these two, take A dash and copy this here. Similarly, you take B dash and copy this here. And you take C dash and copy this here. Now you go for D text. Here you type capital letter Y. Okay. Then you move this and place it wherever you go. Then select this one, go to layer, make this as text. Then you go to DD edit, select this one, make it as C dash. Then go to move, select move, take this point. And so this is how you will be able to create the drawing. Now I want to give the dimensions. Go to angular dimension between this line and this line. Okay, I will give this. Now let us change this layers now first. Select this one and go to layer. Make that layer as XY line. Okay. Now we will go for angular dimension between this and this. Give it as 45 degrees. Similarly, angular dimension between these two. It will take 60 degrees. Angular dimension between these two. Now you go to 30 degrees. And then go to linear dimension. Select this line and you give this dimension. So now once you do that, now we will come down to dim text edit dimension. Select this and you bring it here. Similarly, you take 30 degrees and bring it here. So this is how you will be able to create or draw the 60 degree, 30 degree set square of having the longest side as 60 mm. Okay, by using the CAD software. Thank you.